Hello viewers, and yes, you're welcome to yet another exciting episode of The Lyfe. This is the show that brings you news, testimonies and information, not only with what's going on with the youth of the UK, but the youth all over the world. In the studio with me today, I've got a very good friend of mine. He was here once a couple of years back. He shared a little bit about his testimony, but now we're going to go into more detail and find out more about him and how he got to know about Jesus Christ. I'd like to introduce you to Jason. Jason, thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you, Ross.
Thank you so much for coming down. It's a pleasure to have you again.
Thank you so much.
So how have you been since the last time you were here?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, full of transformations.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
just experiencing the glory of the life that I'm actually inside now.
Excellent.
So,
now, talking about the life that you actually live in now, obviously you wasn't always living this kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you were like before you got to know that this kind of life was available to you.
Before I actually get into this life, money was the deal. Most of the youth are actually now they're chasing after the cash, which I didn't know was chasing after the wind. And I actually wanted to make money, and to make money, it involves a lot of things. There are different sort of things you want to do to make money, and one of the power which I chose to go about was into the drug life. And
you say drug life, you mean like what, selling?
Yeah. I mean supplying,
okay.
and also, which was a bit deep, was the robberies. I mean, going to doors instead of doors ministry was actually doors robbery, which was something that was gained inside me. You see, the more you're doing it, the more it's becoming part of you. And I was actually into the life of the street life, and I wanted to do more for the road. I wanted to make a name, and all them things, they all build up to one place.
Where is that?
For you to become something else, you want the respect. Basically, that's the one place that you're going to get the money. I mean, for me, while I was on the street, getting the money and doing all those type of robberies and all those beef, whatever I was going involved to, I wanted to build a name, so that one day I can, I can get some respect when I'm walking. People know, oh, that's him. I mean, they don't have to touch my family. They don't have to touch my brothers. Or if anything is happening, they know, oh, he's in connect with him. Once they know he's in connect with me, they know not to touch those other guys. So I was basically going on ahead of other, so to prepare the way for
your younger ones.
Yeah, for the younger ones to come in. Actually is going over something again and again and again and again, because once I got meet up with them, then at the same time I start thinking, because I was a bit obviously wise in the worldwide. Streetwise, I was a bit sort of wise. I didn't want them to rule me, so even at that age, by the time I started getting to 16, I wanted to start making my own stuff. I didn't want it to show or go for a robbery for anyone else, because it was actually a team. These people come and they pick you up, they drive you. That's the doors that we're dealing with tonight. So they got this, they got that, they got that. You go there, you just chase out and get wherever you have to get. They tell you what is in there already. They tell you the room. So you go and grab it, and the money will be talked after. All this I was doing, my parents didn't know, because therefore I don't talk. But they didn't know what was happening behind. But by the age of 16, 17, that's when I actually chose to start doing my own thing. I wanted to sort of making my own group as well, so I can start running.
So you could be the one.
Yeah, I can be somewhere there as well. I can tell them, you do this, and the money will be split this way. So I'll get my big part. I'll get a big cut, because I know they was getting the big cut. They was just like letting us get something just to manage. One of the things, I felt sorry for my parent.
Yeah, I was actually going to come to that. Obviously, would you say that you lived like two different lifestyles? Maybe one in the house and then one on the streets.
Something like that.
And what was your parents' reaction to this?
My parents they didn't like it. I mean,
how did they get to know about it?
I remember they started to. I went out. One time I went out. Then they called them. They told the police called my parent, And that's when I was obviously under the age for them to call the house and tell them your son is here. So they told my dad that they called me with a knife. And this was a big knife, very big. And I remember my dad was very angry on that day. And that's when it actually started. Then I go home, I had to show my dad, what was the knife? Where did I get the knife? I said it was the kitchen one. He even go, he said, this is the key, this is the knife that I've been looking for because I wanted to make something to eat, and it's not here. So I was wondering, what is this knife? And after that, there's another knife, and you know, I started all the time, because all the time I'm in the police station, they have to phone my parents to let them know that I'm there because I was underage. And it got to a time I start feeling sorry for them. I'm saying, what can I do so I can come out the street? I mean, I don't want this to be happening because they really care for me. They're always there, no matter what. My dad always, he would sit with me and start talking to me about life. But I could not satisfy him. I could not give him what he wanted because the mindset has already changed. I want to please him, but
you couldn't.
There was something that just couldn't be there. It couldn't to be replaced. I couldn't replace it. I was just, they would tell me, okay, this is it. I want you to do this. I want you to do this. This is the plan. He was even close to send me back home. He said, this time you go back home. I said, Father, please, I'm not going back home. I've changed. After a week, I'm back in the police station and I'm crying. I said, I don't want to do this. I'm finding myself doing it. And this is one of the things that's happening to a lot of my youngest that I took on the road, even some of the friends. They say, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be on the street no more. But they're there. The reason why I was actually locked up was because of a robbery. Okay. Yeah, you know, because just like I'm saying, it went too deep. So it got to a point where my own friend came to tell me that one of our friends had more food than anybody else. So they told me to go and move to my own friend. And because I was hungry, I went and I did the movement. So I went to rob my own friend. And while I was doing that, there was police just right in the corner because he was in a park. It was all set up. They called him, come and bring as much. This person wanted to buy. And I actually showed up. And the guy was surprised to see me. And I said, Baba, it's got to be done. I'm really sorry, but this is the regulation of the games that we play. I mean, it had to be done. It had to be done. But the bad thing about it, the police showed up. So they got me. And after everything, they found out that they was looking for me for something else, something totally different. And that's
was that
why.
Another robbery or? No,
that was attempted murder.
Wow.
Yeah, that was something that happened, and nobody thought it was me. And even the thing is, the proof came out. They had every proof that I committed what was done. Everything, even on the camera, it showed up that it was me. So I had to be inside. And while I was inside, the police came to arrest me inside for another case. So
inside
there was
the prison?
Inside the prison. They came to arrest me for another case. So there was a lot of cases. I was dealing with a lot of cases at that time. When all this happened when I was still inside. I mean, when I did it, I went inside. So I was locked in, and the cases was coming when I was inside.
Wow, okay, the cases were coming while you were
when I was still inside, the cases were, I mean, there was about 4 other cases. I was facing 4 other cases apart from the robbery one, which those one I didn't even think they can show up like that. After 5 months, another one was after 7 months, they just backed up. They all came to arrest me for different cases, so I was there looking out. They were saying 15 years. What? Yeah, that's what my solicitor would say about 15 something, you may have to do 7.5 or even IPP, which means you have to do a full sentence. Full 15, yeah.